Game one of the Stanley Cup Final tonight, and I can't wait. I think this is the most highly anticipated final matchup since the Bruins and Blackhawks 9 years ago. This postseason has been remarkable, and Tampa versus Colorado, the perfect matchup for a title. The Lightning are in the Stanley Cup Finals for the third straight year, and that hasn't happened since the Gretzky-led Oilers of the 80s. Tampa's talent and championship fiber on display in the series comeback win over the Rangers. And Colorado, a juggernaut. An unreal team led by this guy, the great Nathan MacKinnon, who is must-see TV. The Avalanche are a whopping 12-2 this postseason. McKinnon's greatness, a huge part of it. I'm not worried about the Avalanche being idle since June 6th. They've had some injuries. The rest, in my opinion, will help. But give me Tampa. This team is too special. They've won 2 straight Stanley Cups. They came back down 3-2 to Toronto, very talented Toronto team, and won in 7 games on the road in Toronto against Austin Matthews and company. They pasted the old Panthers, who won the President's Trophy, and then they were down 2-0 to the Rangers, and it didn't even matter. This team is an all-timer. The stars, the role players. How about the anticipated return of Braden Point, which is huge? And the way the big cat, Vasilevsky, has played in goal has been breathtaking. And that's huge for John Cooper's club. And Cooper is a gem. Remember that 2019 first-round loss to the Blue Jackets? That was the ultimate low. Turned out to be the ultimate turning point. This team, after that, unfazed. They're on the cusp of history. I think the Lightning win it in 6. And if they get 3 straight cups in the salary cap era, that's the greatest team accomplishment in NHL history. Jon Rahm kind of nails it from the perspective of a top PGA Tour member. Look, everybody loves money, and it certainly makes you think. That kind of cash from Live Golf. But Rahm wants to compete on the ultimate stage on a golf course over 4 rounds, 4 days, against the best in the world. That kind of money, and Rahm said it, wouldn't change his lifestyle, and he wants to make money earning it, competing against the best. I respect that. And look, with the U.S. Open starting tomorrow, there's a pretty awesome WWE quotient to this year's event. The PGA Tour members versus the Live golfers. Phil Mickelson is the enemy. Dustin Johnson the enemy. How about Bryson DeChambeau, who said that he joined the Live Golf Tour based upon finances for his family and free time. Bryson, of course, single. You can't make this up. So watching the dynamic between the Live golfers who are banned from the PGA Tour but allowed to play at the U.S. Open, all the majors, it's going to be all sorts of fun. Brooks Koepka told the press yesterday for even asking questions and talking about what he considers to be a minor league amateur hour operation. Now, the buzz is off the charts. I think Rory McIlroy was awesome yesterday, speaking after winning the Canadian Open on CBS on Sunday. The PGA obviously is hopeful that one of its members wins. Give me Justin Thomas, who has been just so awesome and consistent and has the demeanor and the game to survive not only the course, but the insanity. I think Rory competes to the end, Koepka too, but if a Live golfer wins, PGA President Jay Monahan is going to look terrible. Look, I don't fault anyone for taking the money if that's what makes them tick, even if sports washing is at the root of this. Monahan, just absolutely in egotistical fashion, missed the boats on being proactive here, creating this chaos. He thought Live Golf was a PowerPoint presentation, not going to be a reality. That's the ego we reference. I think what's going on right now for the U.S. Open, I think it's awesome for the short term. It's great for the buzz for this weekend. But if Patrick Reed or another Live golfer is holding that trophy, it won't be a good Sunday for Monahan. Let the chaos begin. We have a whiteboard and we're going to use it. First of all, the hell was that hat that Justin Fields was wearing? A Dodgers-Yankees combo lid? I mean, come on, that's amateur hour. You can't do that. 2 logos, 1 hat, and you're the Bears quarterback? But I digress. Fields saying Chicago isn't ready to play now I'm going to tell you what that is. That's leadership. That's leadership. Normally, in June, July, August, it's all subject to hyperbole. It's happy, happy, joy, joy. We're going to win the Super Bowl. Best shape of my life. Our offense looks great. Justin Fields was a winner in college. Justin Fields demands excellence. Here are his numbers from last year. Matt Nagy ruined him. Destroyed his rookie season. Remember the whole Andy Dalton, QB1. And look, I feel terrible for Fields because you heard of Fields of Dreams? Listen, it is a field of a nightmare. Who the hell are these guys? They didn't surround Justin Fields with anybody. I think the Chicago Bears are going to be the single worst team in the NFL this year. And Justin Fields is letting everyone know, get better. What we're doing in practice, not acceptable. One of the reasons I loved him at Ohio State, loved him in the draft process, his smarts, his savvy, his leadership. Leadership. Just burned that hat. Oh, baby, how about my Yankees? Another win last night. This Yankees season is historic. Oh, this is historic, fun stuff. I mean, how about our guy, Garrett Cole, last night? He got rocked on Thursday by Minnesota. He rolled against the Rays last night. Listen, Garrett Cole is an ace. Beating the Rays, to me, is always a big deal as a Yankee fan because the Rays, frankly, have been better than the Yankees over the last 10 years. They're always so good, so consistent, so rock solid. Garrett Cole was pumped. That looks like me watching it last night. And you see the counter for Leffa hits? Let me tell you something about the Yankees last night. And this was, and I'll go there, the success and why this is historic from the late 90s Yankees. Pitching, defense, timely hitting. If the opposition makes a mistake, bam, you pounce, you win. And this pitching matchup, by the way, tasty. McClanahan is a stud, and obviously Nasty Nestor is just tremendous. The Yankees have Cortez tonight, Sweet Lou Severino tomorrow. The New York Yankees 44-16. Historic. To the NBA, Jason Tatum's NBA Finals have been sloppy. Like my handwriting. Sloppy. I mean, we're talking about the worst kind of history. Jason Tatum has the most turnovers of any player in a single postseason in NBA history. And I don't even feel the need to put a qualifier here on that stat, right? You know, start talking about games played or going. You watch it, he's earned this. And he still has another game or two. So he's going to shatter that record. There is not a player on the court tomorrow with more pressure on him than Jason Tatum. He's better than that. Sloppy. Not acceptable. As the finals shift back to Boston tomorrow night, TD Garden will be blank in Game 6. And I think the Boston fans are the best, but it's going to be a non-factor. A non-factor. Because Steph Curry is going to light up the Boston Celtics. And some stats lie. 6-5 at home this postseason. They've lost 3 of the last 5. Listen, I know the crowd's going to be ready. Boston, to me, is the best sports city in the country. The Boston fans are amazing. They're smart. They're passionate. They're incredible. They know exactly what to say, what to do at every single moment in all 4 big sports. The crowd's going to be on fire. Steph is just going to quiet them. And Steph, look, I originally said Warriors in 7. I'm feeling now Warriors in 6. Steph Curry MVP. I mean, I think this crowd is going to be into it. I just think based upon the Warriors and Steph Curry's time to shine, non-factor in terms of the crowd coming up tomorrow night. And finally, Anthony Davis saying that he hasn't shot a basketball since April is... How much time do we have, Victor? Let me tell you what it is. It's clueless. Absolutely, positively clueless. You know what else it is? It's tone deaf. Absolutely tone deaf if you're Anthony Davis. You know what else it is? It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You know what else it is? It's embarrassing. I lost my pen. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. That doesn't work either. And you know what else it is? If you're Anthony Davis? Selfish. Selfish. Oh, that pen works. Selfish. Take that, Victor. How in the world can you be Anthony Davis and you are the single person responsible for torpedoing the season, and you are going to have the nerve, chutzpah, the audacity to say you haven't touched a basketball? Oh, man. That is clueless, selfish, pathetic, tone deaf. We can talk about Russell Westbrook until we're blue in the face. Talk about LeBron. Talk about role players. Talk about a perimeter shooter, a download defender. Have any kind of conversation. If Anthony Davis wants to be the alpha dog, Lakers win. It's that simple. That was absolutely atrocious in terms of the commentary. Now this is a masterpiece.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.